Welcome to AP Workshops. Welcome to the RS457 upgrades video. So welcome back to AP Workshops, welcome back to the RS457 upgrade video that we're going to do. We, probably, I don't know, 3 months ago bought a brand new RS457. I absolutely love little sports bikes and little bikes like that. Grown up with them, like the RS250s, power valves, LCs, 350 LCs, that kind of stuff. I just grew up with them. So little capacity or small capacity bikes absolutely just fill my world with glee.
I love it! Come on, let's go!
So what we've decided to do was basically get hold of one of these 457s, see what happens with it when we've got it. So if we have a look at the sort of back catalogue that we've got, you'll find that we did like a first impression ride. So have a quick look back at that, and we'll perhaps get Amber to put some links into the original videos. But we've done some upgrades on this bike to try and find out what was good, what was bad, and how we're going to get rid of the bad stuff and what we're going to do to change it. So I've got a bit of a list of parts that we've got in our shop. If you wanted to go and have a quick look, www.apworkshops.co.uk. These parts are available in our web shop. And basically these are the upgrades that we've done to this particular bike. So we're going to start at the back, and I'm going to show you kind of like the upgrades that we've done. So basically the standard exhaust system was okay, but as you well know, or as everybody who rides a bike well knows, you just can't stop, and you've just got to not leave things standard. You've just got to fiddle and faff with it. So we started out with a full ARAI system. We have the first full ARAI system in the UK. We do have one in the shop. I think if you have a quick look, it should still be available in the shop, no problems. But we've got a full ARAI system to make it sound peachy.
Nice.
So have a quick look at that. It does have removable baffles. I don't think we have actually got our baffles in. And if you have a quick look again on our YouTube channel, there is a video of a flyby that we did earlier on. Perhaps maybe another little run of that right now. There you go, no problems. The stock tyres, if you go and have a look online, it's quite well documented about how dodgy, potentially, the stock rear tyres are. Now, I kind of didn't really have a problem with them, but I wasn't using them. But there are a couple of the guys on the owners page that's out there, the 457 owners club out there, that are going to use these for canyon runs, that kind of stuff. So beating on them and beating on those tyres was causing a little bit of a drama. So what we've done is we've run for Bridgestone R11s, the 150/60 and the 110/70, exactly the same size as the RS250, oddly enough. So I think they're taking a bit of a comeback on those ones. We've got those on there. They work. I mean, Christ, they're just a different league to the standard stuff. So I kind of did a comparison back to back on those when I was riding them, and literally the difference is night and day. I kind of took it for granted that the standard tyres were okay. Fact is that that's all they were, was okay. But these R11s do actually make a massive difference, like an absolutely vast difference. Okay, so keep going. The one overwhelming problem that I did have with this particular bike right away from the start, like I said, if you have a look at the first impressions video that we did, the front brakes. The front brakes were decidedly average, which unfortunately is not going to work on a small lightweight bike that you need to carry corner speed on. You need to be able to pull these bad boys up. Now the standard 320mm disc, I think it's 320mm disc, is absolutely fine, no questions. And the radial style caliper that comes with it was absolutely no dramas with it whatsoever. But the brake pad friction material just wasn't going to cut it.
Come on, how bad can it possibly be? How bad can I be? I'm just building the economy. How bad can I be?
It was horribly grindy, made lots of horrible noises, and just didn't cut it. So basically, we went for the only pads that were available at that particular point were SBS brake pads. So we tried a set of those, bedded those in properly. If you're going to change your brake pads, don't forget, use basically a good water-based brake cleaner and some clean cloth. Change them over, change the brake pads out, bedded them in, and all of a sudden, like I said, we've got the brakes back that we were looking for. It is a little bit potentially strange still because it does have the ABS system in it. And I probably am going to bypass that, if I'm honest with you, to try and get rid of that, to see if we can make those brakes even better. But the brake pad material on the SBS brake pads, which again are available in the shop, no problems, just different league altogether. The biggest drama that we had was because the standard master cylinder and lever setup was fixed. It was an axial mount fixed non-radial master cylinder. It meant that we couldn't get the lever height sufficiently low enough to be able to make it correct to actually work and to make it sort of work for me, because I'm kind of a bit tall. So effectively what happened was I decided, in fact we did have another customer that was talking to us about this when we were talking about going from in the UK, that was talking about it, and he was looking for an answer to this one. So we found this radial type master cylinder in the aftermarket. It's a 13mm instead of a 12mm master cylinder, which does, again, if you have a quick look in the brakes video that we did, does kind of change the braking feel slightly, does give us a little bit more feel as it sits, but the braking effect is the same, so no worries whatsoever. It still pulls it up nicely, and it does come with the actual reservoir mounts as well, but it's radial style. It means it's a separate reservoir, which means we could get the lever height that we needed to get the bike comfortable for people that are a little bit taller. Okay, so welcome back to the suspension section of the aftermarkets that we've done, the aftermarket parts we put on these bikes. So we have the biggest difference, and I know it's a pretty expensive thing, but it was the biggest difference that we've found with this particular bike, and the improvements that we've made on this bike was the rear shock. Now the standard rear shock absorber on this bike was two-way adjustable, one for preload and one for rebound, and we put basically a three-way adjustable Razor R K-Tech shock in this bike. So we helped those guys up at K-Tech develop this rear shock. It fits straight in, no problems. We just had to make some modifications from a standard one to the rear mounts on it, but basically this is a very, very similar setup to the 660. Effectively now it's three-way adjustable for preload, compression damping and rebound damping, which meant we got control over the compression circuit, which didn't have help effectively corner exit. So when we were piling on the power after you're coming out of a corner, it didn't make the back end squat and push the front wide. Because we got control over the compression circuit, it actually did control this and made the bike sort of just hold a tight line perfectly.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
So the K-Tech Razor R rear shock, that was probably, like I said, probably one of the best modifications we've made to this. The other part that we put onto this bike that we effectively found was, and this is actually available from the Aprilia dealers as well, was the quick shifter. So it's a quick shifter and auto blipper. These bikes are capable of running with a quick shifter and auto blipper. And believe me, they are addictive, but these are the same type of quick shifters that are available for the larger bikes, for the Tuono and RSV4, no questions. Again, all available in the shop, just look it up, no problems. If you go shop by bike, RS457, you've got service kits in there, the quick shifters, the shock absorbers, all of this kit, brake pads, all of this kit is available in there, no problems whatsoever. Again, www.apworkshops.co.uk, and let's see. So that's pretty much all I can think of at the moment that we've got here. We are continuously going to be working on other parts, but I'll keep you updated on those. So that's it. These are the upgrades that we've got into so far with our Apworkshops RS457. At this point in time, all of those parts, like I said, are available on the website, no problems. I just want to do a quick thank you to everybody for bearing with us while we've been doing these little bits of development on it. No problems. We've got some reverse gear shift linkages all being sorted out at this point. It's just not as easy as we first suspected it was going to be, but we are learning all the time on these new bikes, no questions. A quick thanks very much to our sponsors, ARAI Helmets, GB Racing, Motul, RST. Without this, thanks very much. Without you guys, basically without you guys, we would be cold, definitely helmetless, and we've got the crash protection sorted for everything else. Massive thank you to everybody that supports us. If you want to support us, why not help yourself with a little bit of clothing? If you go onto the website, have a quick look in the clothing section, help yourself there. We've got t-shirts, we've got hoodies, we've got fleeces, that kind of stuff, no questions. Got hats. If it's this point in time, the northern hemisphere, hats are a good thing. In the southern hemisphere, our friends down under, potentially it's like t-shirt time, guys. Help yourself to one of those. That would be absolutely cool. Thank you very much. And like I said, if you want to get in touch, need some help in any way, shape or form, it's sales@apworkshops.co.uk. Get in touch, happy to help you. Massive thanks to everybody. Take care of yourself. Thanks very much.